Welcome to Company Showcase, an advertising feature on HowStreet.com.
I'm Jim Goddard. I'm speaking with Larry Reaugh, President and CEO of American Manganese. Welcome back to the show, Larry, and Merry Holidays.
Well, and a Merry Christmas to you, Jim. And as usual, I'm quite happy to be on the show.
A couple of updates for us, Larry?
Well, we've had a couple of releases this week, and both of them very excellent and positions the company well. Certainly talking about the pilot plant and importantly the new IP that we're going to be spending some money on, and that's going to be prior to building the pilot plant, and there's a reason for that. That information will help us streamline the overall process and eliminate byproduct production, and should reduce equipment requirements. So that's crucial to the pilot plant. But we will be certainly developing new patents out of our process, and as we move along, we can see other things that are coming up, like the recycling of graphite. And if we're going to disassemble a battery cell, we're going to get all the foils out, which is the copper and the aluminum, aluminum, which contains the aluminum contains the cathode, and the copper contains the graphite, the anode. So we may as well work a method to get every last squeal out of the pig on this. So that's what we're planning to do. And that release went out on Wednesday morning. And on Thursday morning, another release went out regarding some changes that are coming down in the U.S. And that's to do with the critical metals. And they've done a study that shows that the U.S. is dependent on certain critical metals, and we're involved in 4 of those with our recycling program. Those 4 being lithium, cobalt, manganese, and graphite. So that kind of puts us front and center. But interestingly, Trump came out with a statement on Wednesday that he was basically saying that the federal strategy to ensure secure and reliable supplies of critical minerals. And it's an executive order that directs the U.S. Secretary of the Interior, in cooperation with the Secretary of Defense, to prepare a list of critical metals. So that's really important. So it seems like AME's positioned itself very well to be involved in a lot of areas, not just recycling, but in the critical metals aspect. As you know, AME developed, this whole thing was developed out of a patent we developed for manganese and at Artillery Peak in Arizona. So, I've always felt very good about that patent, and I always felt very proud of the fact that the company achieved something that nobody else could do in the last 60 to 80 years. And certainly Chemetco deserves a huge pat on the back, because they have the means and the brains to pursue these types of problems and to come to a very productive conclusion. So that's just before going into Christmas, I think there couldn't be a better gift for the shareholders than to be aware that the company is exposed in all sorts of different avenues now. And so we won't just be exposed in recycling of the metals. We will be exposed, as our name has portrayed for years, critical metals. And, that is definitely coming to the forefront, because it's becoming very, very concerning for the U.S. about where their supplies are coming from. Right now, a lot of it comes out of Russia. A lot of it comes out of China. That can't carry on. There's problems that arise every day in those areas, and it'll eventually come to an embargo. So we got some solutions, I think, that could certainly help the United States and Canada. So that's kind of the short versions of the message. And again, I'd like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I'll let you know that American Manganese is traded on the TSX Venture Exchange under the symbol AMY. They're traded on the U.S. exchange under the symbol AMYZF, and we're traded on the Frankfurt exchange under the symbol 2AM. And we have now got our number for the Frankfurt exchange, so we'll continue to be listed on the Frankfurt exchange because they changed the rules recently. There's a website out there where you'll find everything pertaining to the recycling and manganese at AmericanManganeseInc.com. They can certainly call me at any time at 778-574-4444, or they can email me at my email address, lreaugh, L-R-E-A-U-G-H @amymn.com.
Larry, thanks for the update.
You're welcome.
I've been speaking with Larry Reaugh, President and CEO of American Manganese. I'm Jim Goddard. We were speaking on December 22nd.
Comments made on Company Showcase are an expression of opinion only and should not be construed in any manner whatsoever as recommendations to buy or sell any financial instrument at any time. Archived online at HowStreet.com. Company Showcase is a production of How Street Media Incorporated.